First breaking news tonight, state police have arrested 49 people and seized more than 50 illegal guns after a year-long investigation into motorcycle gangs.
Eyewitness News broke the story first on WPRI.com. Now we're learning more about what police are calling the single largest takedown in the state's history. Eyewitness News reporter Kate Walsh is live at State Police headquarters, where more details were just released a short time ago. Kate?
Well, Mike and Shannon, really in just the past hour, Rhode Island State Police say that number has now increased to 50 people they arrested all this morning in early morning raids in both Rhode Island and Massachusetts. And those arrests include the president of that prominent motorcycle gang, both in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. They were arrested. Take a look at everything State Police said they seized today. We got a look at it after they gave us their news conference. We went outside. You could smell the marijuana because there was just so much of it. This was all seized just this morning, and it includes a rocket launcher, at least 53 illegal guns, crack, cocaine, heroin, bags of marijuana, cuts from the gang members, knives, signs, and much more. State Police said the raids were concentrated in Woonsocket and that the Rhode Island headquarters for that gang is in Burrillville, the Massachusetts headquarters in nearby Blackstone. They're continuing to investigate those headquarters. It was an effort by more than 150 state, local, and federal agencies. Massachusetts State Police also made arrests in Fall River and Charlton in this joint year-long effort known as Operation Patched Out.
Let me be clear. These gang members are not recreational bikers organizing local charities. These are violent criminals who belong to some of the most sinister motorcycle gangs in this country.
State Police said everyone was arrested without incident, but a state police canine was hurt when a pit bull attacked it during one of the raids, and at least 9 of the warrants required explosives to enter this morning. This was obviously a concentrated effort that took a lot of time investigating. State Police said several of these suspects will be in Superior Court in Providence tomorrow morning. Superior instead of district because 90% of them are considered bail violators. We'll have much more for you on Eyewitness News at 6 tonight. Live in Scituate, I'm Kate Walsh, Eyewitness News.
First at 6, breaking news on that enormous takedown by Rhode Island State Police that we broke first on WPRI.com.
State police say it's the largest single takedown they've ever done. The target's 2 motorcycle gangs that police say are among the most violent in the country.
We first reported online of numerous raids in Woonsocket early this morning. In all, police say they executed search warrants at more than 24 locations in Rhode Island and Massachusetts, arrested dozens of suspects, and seized more than 50 illegal weapons plus large amounts of drugs.
Eyewitness News reporter Kate Walsh was at State Police news conference late this afternoon. She joins us now live from State Police headquarters in Scituate. Kate?
Mike and Shannon, at least 50 people have now been arrested this morning alone, according to Rhode Island and Massachusetts State Police. And State Police say more warrants could be coming as this is a continuous investigation. At a news conference just about an hour and a half ago, they gave us photos of the mugshots of the people arrested, and that was out of Rhode Island, especially the northwest part of the state, as well as parts of Massachusetts.
The single largest takedown in Rhode Island State Police history.
A massive raid early Wednesday morning in Rhode Island and Massachusetts resulted in this. State Police seized 56 illegal firearms, including a rocket launcher, ghost guns, silencers, semi-automatic rifles, pistols, and significant quantities of marijuana, crack cocaine, heroin, some packaged to sell, and money. At least 50 arrests focused in Woonsocket and Burrillville, where the Rhode Island president of the Pagans motorcycle gang was arrested. The president of the Massachusetts chapter arrested simultaneously in nearby Blackstone. This all part of a year-long investigation known as Operation Patched Out.
This investigation revealed that over the past year, there have been several violent confrontations between these motorcycle gangs operating in Rhode Island.
Eyewitness News first broke the story. Our crews on scene of a raid in Woonsocket.
The execution of the search warrants involved the use of explosive devices to breach heavily fortified buildings, an armored truck and battering ram to break down doors, and dozens of heavily armed SWAT team members.
State Police say everyone was arrested without incident, but a State Police canine was hurt when a pit bull attacked. And this information is all according to state police. They also said several of these suspects will be arraigned tomorrow morning in Providence Superior Court because at least 90% of them are considered bail violators. For more information and for videos of what was confiscated, you can head to our Facebook page. Live in Situate tonight, I'm Kate Walsh, Eyewitness News.